Okay, so this is part 3. All the parts have finally arrived. It's starting to get exciting, but let's take a look at the chassis. I've gotten this thing pretty much back to new as possible, and it's looking pretty good. Get the body off here. I didn't clean the wheels, so the wheels are still dirty. Did clean the body. The body's still clean. I'm actually gonna run this as like a basher body if I ever want to take this out. I'm not gonna bash the Platinum body. Pipe cleaned up okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put some polish on that, and it'll look even better. And all the parts that are missing are gonna be the parts that we got brand new. We're gonna throw in the truck. But I went ahead and broke it down, got it all super duper clean and ready for all the new parts. Cleaned up really well. It looks almost brand new. I'm so excited for this. Here's the bottom of the chassis. I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace those skid plates as well. I don't have those yet, but they're not the best condition, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace those. But really good condition. I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. I didn't think that pipe was gonna be as clean as it was. Alright, let's take a look at some of the parts that I got. I'm not going to go into detail about what the Platinum had on it yet. I'm going to wait till after the final reveal to go in depth and compare with the stock Revo 3.3, what it had on it side by side. So here's the tires. 17mm splined wheel hubs. 17mm splined wheel hub and nut. They're 3.8 size. Response Pro tires. They look really cool. They're for dirt. Racing on dirt. So I got 2 sets of those, front and rear. Looks like we got the toe links. 2 sets of the toe links, red anodized, aluminum. Missing a set of the push rods. That's over there. That's sitting on the desk with the motor. We're gonna go ahead and do an unboxing of that separately. Bumpers were really beat up, so we went and picked up another set of the bumpers. That's gonna be the black chrome. Got some air filters because they were falling apart. There's the deflector and the coupler. Fuel lines. And we got the wing. And then the rear top and lower suspension arms because the top were cracked. And here's the back plate we no longer are needing because we ended up trading out the old motor for we ended up doing the power up program, so we didn't need the old motor, and the new motor is going to come with this already on it, which is going to be cool. There's the header that we're going to need. Some screws for the throttle. Some screws. Some shims. Looks like the header spring, some gaskets, and then the flywheel for the bump start. So it's a few days later from when I showed the last bit of parts for the Revo Platinum build, and the engine finally came in fresh off the truck into the store, and I went ahead and picked it up. I mean, this motor needs no introduction, but this one is kind of rare. You don't really see this one. Plus there's no unboxing of this motor on YouTube or any of that, so I think this will be the first video of this unboxing. So I think this will be the first unboxing video of the sealed backplate 3.3. That's why I kind of wanted to do a specific unboxing, and then after we unbox this, get it all assembled and do the reveal. But let's go ahead and break the seal open. I'm really excited to see the sealed backplate for the first time. And the part number is 5404. That's the specific part number for the sealed backplate engine. Put that over there. Alrighty. Alright. And internally, that little pin on the end of the crank is not on this crankshaft, on this specific engine. It's a sealed backplate, so you couldn't even put a pull starter or an easy start on this if you wanted to. You'd have to buy a whole nother crank. Let's go ahead and open it. Oh, I'm so excited. What do we got here? I actually almost bought this separately. This is the manual for all 3 of their motors. So, I mean, this is so helpful. It just has a little bit more extra information than the manual that comes with the RTRs, I feel like. Especially the especially this exploded view. I mean, you can take apart a motor with this easy. Awesome. Stickers. What else we got? Warranty information. Alright. Here's how the motor comes in the box. Typical Traxxas fashion, nice and fancy. Comes with some air filter oil, so that's cool. That's some pretty expensive stuff. I'm not sure what this is. Go ahead and pull this motor out. Oh, I'm so excited to see that back plate. Nothing else in the box. Go ahead and put that aside. There she is. Brand new engine. So Traxxas warranty, power up program. Take your old engine and get a brand new one for half the price. So now we got a brand new engine. We're gonna have to break this one in another video. Oh man, looks so good though. All nice and clean. And here's what makes that engine so special. Sealed backplate 3.3. Hope this is coming out. It's kind of hard lighting right now. Sealed backplate. Oh, looks so good. I know not everything is on the motor yet, but without all the easy start on here, this is so much lighter. I bet without all the weight, we'll be able to get a lot of power from the jump. I'm so excited. Alright, well, let's get this motor in the truck. I'm so excited. I can't wait any longer. That looks so good. I'm so happy with the finished product. This is about 99% complete, and I say that because the chassis, it does not have the 2008 Revo Platinum laser etching right there, but it is as close as I can get until I can get a hold of the chassis. I'm going to finish off by going over all the parts and comparing the two. And I'll probably do a standalone video in the future of this truck. But for right now, I just want to list all the upgrade parts that would have came on the 2008 Platinum that are different from the stock Revo 3.3. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the bodies. Get these bodies off. So this is the Revo Platinum body. It would have came unpainted just like this on the truck in the box. Alright, these are the two trucks side by side. I think the first thing I'm going to go over is the wheelbase. You can see I've got the trucks lined up here. I got them lined up, and you can tell the Revo Platinum actually has a longer wheelbase, and that's because of these arms in the rear. It's got two notches for you to adjust the hub, whereas this one, there's only one. And of course you got the Response Pro disc tires, 3.8, 17 millimeter hex, dirt tire. They're more like a buggy racing wheel. Being the Platinum was upgraded to race. Then you got the black chrome bumper here. This is different. This is going to be different than your stock Revo 3.3. We got the red anodized push rods and toe links. So those come upgraded, where these are just silver. Then you got the red anodized sway bars, where you're not going to have that on the 3.3. And the shocks are exactly the same, except for, actually, I have it pulled up on my phone here, see if it'll come out. Right here, these steel valves. It comes with steel valves, which helps, which gives a little extra tuning to the dampening, I believe. Alright, then we're going to move to the front brake. The front brake there, you can see, is a vented disc brake, whereas this one is just a thin disc brake. And I actually am going to be upgrading it to this one. Here's the part number for that. I know a lot of people like to put this on the Jado because I heard the Jado goes so fast it can barely stop. So, useful upgrade for that. And then it's also going to be drilled as well. So, all the way through, that's cool. Moving on to the transmission, the Platinum would have had a forward only conversion. So there's no opti drive here. Just a plate where that would be. And we're going to have a center diff as well. Center diffs are typical for racing. And with that center diff, you would have had to install a rear brake kit as well. So I don't think you can see, but you might not be able to see down in there. But the Platinum would have came with a rear brake installed as well. So you can see you can adjust the rear brake bias, and you can also adjust the front. So you can tune them separate. That's really cool. And then with no opti drive sensor, you're going to have a smaller receiver box and a transponder spot instead. Whereas you got this big box here, this big extended receiver box for the opti drive. And then for the air filter, it's going to be mounted different because you don't have the shift servo up front. So that's going to be shorter as well. There's less plastic there as well, and one less servo. Whole lot of weight savings. That's the whole idea with this one. Here's the rear sway bar, and then the rear toe link and push rods. Again, red anodized. So this chassis may not have the engraving, but it is identical. It is titanium anodized, along with the matching chassis brace as well underneath the motor. That part is really hard to get. You can't even find that online for sale. At least I tried, I couldn't find it. And this is where the big difference really kicks in. There is no easy start here, and the header doesn't screw in. It's actually mounted with a header spring. I actually stretched this one out on accident, which is why it's not fully connected. Here's the one that comes on the stock Revo 3.3 along with the easy start. You can see how much space that takes up and how much weight that's going to cause on the truck. So it's got the sealed back plate, spring header, and then it's got the black. Then it's got the black coupler and deflector, whereas this is blue. And then because of that bump start, and because of that sealed back plate, and there's no easy start and no pull start, how you're going to start it is by the flywheel with a bump start and with a starter box. And so what they did was they included a large anodized flywheel, so it actually comes out it actually comes down a lot farther than the stock one, so a bump box can get in there. And it's actually a special bump box, so we'll see if I end up getting that or I try to do something DIY. We'll see if it actually works out. And then also it's got the wing mount and the wing, and the stock Revo definitely doesn't have that. It's more of a truck than a truggy. But yeah, I think that's everything. Again, I'm going to try to do a standalone video of the Platinum. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Comment down below.